what's going on, everybody? We're the Trophy Husbands. I'm Marcus.
I'm Luke.
I'm Nick, and this is episode 9.
We also have a special guest with us today.
Taking
Dante.
the place of Steve, because he's unfortunately unable to join us for a third episode here now.
He covered up his name when he was trying to talk, so he's got to say it again now.
Sorry.
My name's Dante.
Yeah, as in the Dante from, and then there's Dante, which he was not a fan of.
I was not too happy.
All our friends. Oh, and Dante.
No, not just all of our friends. All of Gabby's random friends that no one else knows. And then Nick, there's a pause. He just goes, "Oh, and Dante was there." oh yeah.
He took so much
Thanks.
offense to that.
What? That was like the third or
I don't
fourth
know, it was like
episode.
2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
Dante
Like,
didn't give
really?
a crap about it the week after it came out.
Yeah, I remember we were at the bar, and he was just like, I really like the episode.
I got
one.
I got
He's like, I got an issue.
Yeah.
One issue.
with all you motherfuckers.
Oh, that was so good.
So we made up for him by inviting him to the show today.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is all just
Yeah.
a safe face.
Exactly.
It's like a tax write-off.
So let's recap here. We're actually recording on a Sunday just because of time schedules and because of our good pal Luke graduating college.
Yeah.
College graduate. What?
So let's do a little recap, guys. How was the weekend? Let's start with Friday.
Well, Friday night was a pretty typical night, I think.
Pretty
but-
chill.
It was,
Well,
but you
I
drank a
planned-
lot more than you were
Right.
anticipating.
I was planning on going to bed after the bar. Like, I was planning on going to Jen's, but
That
didn't
didn't
happen.
happen.
She's like, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And so everyone comes back to my house, and we're up till near sunrise, and Muzzy passed, our friend Muzzy, he works at the bar, he passed out on my couch. So the morning after, like, I'd gotten like an hour and a half of sleep, and I come downstairs, I'm like running around gathering all my shit, and, like, Jesus, and I wake him up, and he's like, "Oh, are we going?" I was like, "Well, I gotta go, you can sleep if you want." I was like, "No." So we head out the porch, and he goes, "Do you want to chug a beer before you go?" I was like, "Fine, whatever." And as I'm mid-chug on my front porch in the beer, my parents drive by. They're like, "Look!" I'm like, I get caught like deer in the headlights with the beer just frozen. Like, oh god damn it! I was like, I'm gonna go to campus now.
I do have to say this though, because I left the bar. We did leave around 2, maybe a few minutes before, but I actually went over to Alex's place and spent the night with her. My car was parked by your house, so I got up and I wanted to have enough time to run back to my place, grab a shower and whatnot before the graduation. So I was walking up towards Luke's house, and you had to be at the graduation by like 9:30, wasn't it?
Like 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah.
I got there like 9:30.
It's supposed to be there 9:15.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
that was. I got back to my car about 9:15, and I'm saying, I wonder if Luke's awake yet. I should probably check on that. So I just walk up, open up his door, and what do I see? Luke standing on the phone talking to Tommy about Muzzy, and he just looks so disheveled. He's standing in nothing but a t-shirt and his boxers, hair's all over the place. Just like, okay, okay, no, he could stay, it's fine. And I'm just like, okay, I see how it is. So I just walked over to his fridge, cracked open 2 beers, and I'm like, here, buddy. So there we were at like 8:45 in the morning before he goes to graduate, drinking beer.
Oh my god. I'm surprised this weekend didn't kill me. I know I say that every weekend, but
Genuinely this time.
This weekend in particular.
Yeah, we came
this,
close.
This was the weekend that, like, you're gonna write a book about this weekend, right?
It's like 5 p.m. right now, and I'm in pain still.
Yeah.
But, so you guys, Marcus and Dante, nothing special for you Friday?
Friday, I mean, went to Luke's,
Yeah.
What's new?
hung out. He kicked us out at 4 something because he had to get sleep before graduation, which I can only imagine was like an hour.
An hour and a half maybe. Like, I gotta pretend to try to sleep.
Well, in that case, we can just kind of fast forward towards the real prime meat of it. Saturday night.
Oh,
Saturday night. Everything's alright. Saturday night.
I wouldn't say it's alright.
Show up at Luke's with a large bottle of tequila. That was surprisingly
really,
good.
really good.
And I hand it to him, and he's already got another bottle. He's got a 40. And then I'm standing there for about 5 minutes, and 2 people bring in cases of beer. I know there's at least 2 cases of beer inside, and I'm just like, there's so much alcohol.
My fridge was stocked full completely of.
And there was not a whole lot left this morning.
There's a lot of liquor left.
There's
A lot of liquor,
We
yeah.
drank a lot of
I've got
beer.
the
Oh, yeah.
2 still.
But that's the thing, though. The party, as Luke's invite on on Facebook,
it was like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
But it was just.
Yeah,
I wasn't,
yeah,
like,
just
trying to,
say
like,
it.
say the
But
time,
it was
yeah.
like, party start time, Saturday, 5 p.m. Party end time, Sunday, 5 a.m. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about accurate.
It's about right, 12 hours.
So I went out to lunch with my parents after graduation, and apparently you and Mudbutt were.
Yeah, well, I got there, because I had stuff I was dropping off, and then I was going to be like, oh, I'll stick around for a beer or two before I had to go with Alex and Amber for a minute, and then I was going to come back while they were napping. But I stopped in at your place. I had texted you. I was like, hey, are you home? And I didn't get anything. I was like, maybe he's just asleep or something, which is what happened. But I got there. His truck's in the back, so I'm like, all right, he's here then. And I carry up the alcohol. Back door's locked. His front door's open. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I just go in there, drop off the alcohol, and then I'm like, okay, I'll be back in like 45 minutes. Maybe the party will be going on then, because I was there maybe like 5 minutes before 5. And so I was like, okay. But then John later on started messaging us just like, so, nice of Luke to even show up at his own party. It's 5:15. I'm sitting in an empty room.
Hey, I was there.
You were just passed out
Yeah.
upstairs.
Only reason I didn't show up then was because I got a text from Luke that said, I'm going to take a nap. Alright, text me when you're up.
Well, I ended up getting back around like 6:15 or so. 'Cause Alex and Amber both wanted to take a nap. So I was like, okay, whatever. Let them take a nap. I was like, I'll be back for you guys later. I'm going to go drink. So I went and grabbed a case of beer, and I got back to the place at like 6:15 or something like that. And by that point, a good bit of people were actually already there, already drinking very hard.
I didn't get there until like 9 o'clock because we'd stayed out the whole night before, and then on top of that, I was just tired because I had to wake up the next morning and go to my cousin's graduation party, which it freaking stormed at because it was outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm like, alright, that's gonna be 70 degrees. Wear shorts and t-shirt, and I'll be good. No storms, like 50 degrees all day, and that's like give or take. So I'm freezing my balls off, trying to like whoop ass at card games, but it's like, it's so cold, it's terrible. And then I just went home and snoozed, and then I'm like in bed, and I'm comfortable. I look at the clock, and it's like every time I look at it, it's just like, 7 o'clock. 7:30. 8 o'clock. 8:30. Like, alright. I said I was gonna go.
Well, I know it was right around 8:30 or so that you were texting with Amber, because I had just come back around that time to grab Alex and Amber, and they were saying about how they were trying to get you on another bad decision weekend. And Marcus texts back to him like, we're going to do a mediocre decision weekend.
Yeah, like, I don't understand why every time.
It has to be a bad decision.
Yeah, why does it have to be a bad decision?
It's pretty questionable at best.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
questionable at best decision weekend. That's good, but bad decision weekend? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to not get somebody pregnant, and I keep saying it, like, not.
That's really not a decision, though.
Is it?
I mean, you decided not to use the condom.
Yeah.
True.
No, if you've
Granted,
listened
that's cause
to
and
the-
effect, but that's not legitimately choosing. It's like, yeah, I want a baby.
I mean, you could make that decision.
Yes,
You could
people
go,
make that decision.
You know
There
what
is
I
the-
want? A kid.
There is that whole thing of like planning.
Do
Not
people
every
have
kid
those
is an
thoughts?
accident.
They want kids.
I never have.
I was gonna say if you listen to previous episodes, you can definitely tell I went on an entire excursion to not have kids.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. So then the rest of the night though was pretty darn crazy. We all drank a lot. Ended up at Murph's at one point where we continued to drink a lot. Then ended up back at Luke's place again, where we still kept on drinking a lot. And then a few of the strong and the proud, except Marcus, because he actually passed out but then got up for it, made it to the Sunrise Crew.
Damn right.
Marcus saw us all going out to take the picture. And
I thought
he
Marcus
just
had
jumps
fallen
up.
back asleep, and then he just runs outside
Exactly.
into the picture, and I'm like, oh,
Poser.
Marcus is up. Cool.
Hey man, it's like when somebody else.
Marcus I was here, I swear.
Yeah, when you get a championship ring for riding the bench.
I'm showing up. I'm getting in that picture.
Goddamn right.
I'm getting my ring.
Same shit.
Second string.
I was like, oh my god, I was in Lancaster one time. This was right when Obama got elected, and I didn't vote. In that election, and I'm walking.
Wait, is this first time or second time?
First time. And I'm walking, and I have my headphones on, and I'm just going downtown, having a stroll, and this dude sees me, and he motions for me to take my headphones off. I'm like, what's up, dude? And he's in his car though, but he's really, you could tell he's very overjoyed. He just yells, "Yeah, Obama, we got him!" As he's our president, but I didn't vote. And I'm just like, yeah, we did, yeah. Woo!
Can I just say, Marcus, black man to black man, I don't understand the fascination with Barack Obama. I get he's black. But
Done,
so
right
what?
there.
Because he's the first
So
not old
what?
white guy.
My mom in the room, in her bedroom on the wall, there used to be the newspaper with the headline
Right,
when
yeah.
he first got elected, and I'm just looking at him like, why?
Well,
Why?
if you kind of think about it, everybody that ran before him that was black, it was fucking Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, and it's always just well, these motherfuckers are crazy. Have anybody seen the fucking Boondocks episode? Wallow Good Luck.
Yeah.
That's those type of characters are who that character was made out of. So he was the first one that wasn't, fucking wheeling and dealing the entire time.
Right.
He's just white enough.
Yeah. Earl Sweatshirt has a wonderful line, 2 black for the white kids and 2 white for the black.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of he falls in that gray area.
Yeah.
He can just smooth on into either or, and it's yeah, I belong.
Oh, your dad's Kenyan, but your mom's from Kansas and you were born in Hawaii? Okay, you're white enough.
But yeah. So
Can you jump?
Oh my god.
There's an entire movie about that. Sweet Jesus.
Actually, as a matter of fact, he can. He's apparently very good at playing
Yeah.
basketball.
He's sure. But anyway, yeah. I took a nap. Fuck you guys. That's.
But we do the Sunrise Crew then, and then it was pretty. Things fell down and quiet and calm pretty quickly, relatively speaking, after that. And people passed out for a little bit. I got back to my place after going to breakfast. And I'm laying there. I'm just like, all right, maybe I'm going to try to take a nap here. I'm laying there with Alex. All of a sudden, I get a call from Luke, and he's just like, hey. I'm like, what's up? He goes, what you doing? I'm just like, I'm chilling. Why? He goes, so I was supposed to be out of my house at 12 today, apparently. My landlord just came by, and I need to get all my crap out of here fast. Can you come over and help me?
So, I'm sorry.
No, it was fine. I was happy to do it. Like I said before, though, I got up as I told Alex, I'm like, you go ahead and sleep. I'll be back in a little bit. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I gotta go help out Luke. And she's like, No, Luke's just a drunkard.
Hey, you're
and
not-
I'm like, you're not wrong.
I don't know how that
but-
correlates to the
Wrong.
situation.
Well, what does that have to do?
Exactly. I was like, you're not wrong,
It
but
doesn't. She was just like, here's
Luke's
some
a
valid
drunk.
points.
Here's just the point.
Yeah.
She just
Oh,
wanted to
Luke,
make a fact.
here's a comment.
Just take a stab at him real quick.
So I get over to Luke's place, and good God, because of last night, it looks like a freaking tornado just tore up the place. There are beer bottles, beer cans everywhere. Things are thrown all over the place, and there's Luke just like, thanks, man. And him and I really just went to town on
We
cleaning.
just pretty much, it was just throw shit out or put it in my truck. Like, it was like I threw my bed out because it was like it's falling apart completely.
Well, we were looking for garbage bags, but you didn't.
I didn't have
fucking
any.
have any.
So I didn't know.
Actually, he did up in his room.
No,
We
I-
found that out when we were packing.
No, I had to go run. Remember, I ran out to get the
The
Drano.
yeah.
Yeah, I picked up trash bags then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to like I took all the dishes that my roommates left and I was like, I wanted to keep these, but they're not clean, so I'm just tossing them. So I just started going, and the sink is clogged to hell, and nothing's draining. It's disgusting. Like, I'm gonna run and get some Drano real quick. It took me like 40 minutes to find, well, there and back round trip, and then in Target, I was like, where's Drano? And they're like, it's that way, by this aisle. So I go to that area, and then they had like laundry detergent and stuff. Like, I asked someone else, like, where can I find Drano? I was like, oh, it's on the other end of the store. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, thanks. So,
That seems helpful.
yeah, with the trash bags, we're just tossing shit, just throwing anything and everything out. And then it was like 2 o'clock, my landlord shows back up, and then he makes me move all the shit that my roommates left when they moved out, like a bunch of like chairs, tables, dressers. I'm like, none of this is mine. I was so annoyed. I felt like shit. I was like, just let me go.
You know, there was something that made me start busting up laughing just as I was getting ready to leave, because I helped move out a handful of that stuff, but then Luke's like, oh, I'll catch you later, dude, just go, thanks for all your help. Alright, cool. As I was getting ready to leave, though, I saw a lady walk up looking at your trash pile, and she's just like, pulls out one of the rugs, is looking at it, and she just started walking off with the rug, and I'm just like,
Oh God.
York Townies, alright.
You
That
don't
happens.
know where
That's
that
how it
rug's.
works.
You don't know where that rug's been. Oh God.
She didn't care where that rug had been.
She has a pile of rugs that she found with weird stains on them that she just happens to plaster her walls with.
I mean, if that's what okay.
It goes with everything. It's a Jackson Street clutter collection.
This is a bunch of shit.
It's a Jackson Street Jackson
It's
Pollock.
art.
It's a half. There's a half burnt couch. The coffee table's missing a leg, and the TV doesn't have any glass in it.
Oh my God.
This piece is gone.
That's actually
Oh.
something though. I didn't see it, but apparently there was a couch lit on fire in the middle of Jackson Street
Apparently,
on Thursday.
I'm very upset that I had to go to work.
I was
No, I
out,
was-
but I apparently only missed it by like a half hour, 45 minutes of actually seeing it.
I was out with Eric, and we were over at our friend V's place, just hanging out. We was playing flip club, whatever. And then next thing we know, I think it was either Eric or V. They were just like, yeah, apparently there's a couch on fire, and we come outside, and there's a couch on fire, middle of the
Wasn't
road.
kidding.
Middle of the road, like
Yeah.
what was it like? Real flame, like big.
Yeah, it was fully ablaze. Like by the time they got it out, there was only I'd say about
They haven't done that in a while.
No.
Well, they used to like it used to be a regular thing, but they put
Yeah.
all the street cameras up, so you'll get caught and be charged with a felony.
I was gonna say there was only like a fifth of a couch left by the time, but that's the thing. Like they light the couch on fire. The couch is in this intersection, just going the fuck up, and meanwhile everyone's like, "Oh, let's go see the couch." And it was so weird because this couch is on fire, but then it's like moths to the flame, and people are like coming out of their houses, and it's like 4:30 in the morning. They're coming out of their house, and people are like wandering over to it and jumping over it and like taking selfies with the fucking burning couch and shit. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, minority senses are tingling.
Minority senses are tingling.
Yeah, you understand. You
Time
know,
to get out.
Exactly.
If somebody's gonna get in trouble for this, it's gonna end up being.
Yeah, no, you don't. Okay, here, no, this is.
Look, I don't have to worry about that.
Sorry, privilege.
Fuck you,
White guy privilege.
No. But no, dude, it's a real thing. Like, you don't understand. Like Dante understands.
Yeah.
Because if you're out somewhere, like if you're at a party or something, and it's almost like a sixth sense. You just feel it. You're just like, time to go. Time to get the fuck out of here.
Like that's how I always was like going like freshman year of college. Go to a party. All right, it's not too many people, and then once it gets to a certain point, you look around. There's too many people here. This place is
about to go down.
I'm out. I'm not getting busted.
Yeah.
Leave. 20 minutes later, the cops show up.
Yeah, that's what my cousin Tyler says all the time. He's just like, as soon as there's too many people getting stupid, I'm out. And I tell my friends, if you see me going to the door, don't ask questions. Just follow. Just come with me. Like, my one friend, Zach, he referred to it as magical black man powers. And he was always just like, because we would have parties, and we pretty much knew everybody there, but he was always like, I always keep an eye on Marcus, because as soon as Marcus leaves, I'm out.
Time to go.
Yeah, like, you know.
Dart for the door.
Well,
Yep.
you guys remember how we'd have the parties at 258 and whatnot last year, and I would always just walk off. Like, I would just leave. I'd normally never say goodbye. Well, I still do that now.
Do that now.
But,
That still happens.
but I remember the one time Steve Stein was telling me it was like one of the, I think it was a Saturday night after I just done it Friday, and he just goes, I don't know what it is, but literally every time that you leave, within 45 minutes to an hour, everything just goes to hell. And he's like, it's like you just, it's like as soon as you leave, everyone's like, what's that?
Is that accurate?
He's like, as soon as you leave, tensions just start building, and all of a sudden something goes to hell.
Nick's spidey sense is tingling.
No, because the thing is,
he just ditches.
Exactly.
when you're there, you talk so much that you're the focus of the room.
I prevent anyone else from getting
talking
angry.
to Nick. So then, when Nick leaves, now someone has to fill that void. And then a whole bunch of people start talking, and then it all just turns into a mess.
And everyone's hammered and can't handle their liquor.
Yeah.
You don't have me optimistically centering the conversation.
I mean,
It's either that or everyone's just picking on you.
Everyone loves to pick on me. Like, I say, honestly, it's a good thing I'm kind of egotistical and like myself a lot, because otherwise I'd be very depressed.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Luke is still dead from last
he's
night.
still dead.
I feel like shit, dude.
Don't worry about it. We all have our weekends.
This is my girl.
Oh, Marcus, absolutely, yes. We did, because of starting off with this weekend, we did not get to recount Marcus's phenomenal last Saturday.
Yo, let's just say.
He got weird.
Alright, so to recap, I was just like, I think, was Alumni Weekend the weekend before?
Alumni Weekend was the weekend before, yes.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
So I was just like, yeah, Alumni Weekend. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be so much fun.
And it didn't.
It did. Alumni Weekend was trash, honestly. Like, between.
I think it's because we all talked it up to ourselves, too, though.
We did. We
But
put
it's gonna
it
be
Also,
so great,
there
so
weren't as many people as there usually
Yes,
are.
that's true.
Yeah, because when the first one, like, back in December, that one was fucking crazy. I was just like, hell yeah, Alumni Weekend. I'm gonna see your ass in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was like a terrible sequel.
Yeah.
Straight to DVD.
Yes, straight up to DVD. Fuck that, it went straight to VHS. Nobody got it. like no, because we were. It was. Oh, and then the Thursday after Alumni Weekend. Remember, we were out at Murph's that night, and the DJ, entire Alumni Weekend, sucked
Yeah.
dick for more dick. Terrible.
Yeah.
Title suck dick
Yeah.
for dick.
Yeah, like he didn't even suck dick for profit. It was
Just
so
did-
bad.
Just
Like
suck dick.
it was just nothing we could fucking dance to or have fun with.
Yeah.
And then next week on Thursday we were out, and whoever was fucking DJing was fucking hitting because shit was amazing. But I'm like, where the fuck was this Alumni Weekend?
Right.
Like, where? What the fuck?
Okay, so Pete's one of the owners. He's one of the DJs. He DJ'd last night.
Yeah.
I like Pete. Pete's a great guy. But if I'm trying to dance, I don't really want Pete DJing because he all he does is play the same techno beat over and over again. And then every once in a while you'll get a clip of a lyric and you're like, oh, I love this song, and it's gone. And now we're back to a random techno beat. That's great.
Yeah, like same tempo, same.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen him in passing, and he seems like a really nice dude. But as soon as I see him on the decks, I'm just like, well, time to sit it down.
I will say that he is having so much fun back there.
Oh, he looks like he's having a blast.
Rocking out.
He's got his head just going.
Yeah.
He can't, like, nobody can tell him shit.
No.
So, Marcus, how exactly did you end up getting as drunk as you did on Saturday?
We
I think the best
played
was
the fifth.
in the morning. I was about to go to bed. Rachel passed out on the couch as usual.
Yeah, shocker.
And then Lizzie took a pillow and laid it on top of Rachel and was sleeping like on top of her, like, next to her. And then Marcus gets one, lays it on top of Lily, and he's sleeping on top of her. So there's this like a stack of all three of them.
Yeah,
just like on the couch. I'm like
a sleep train on the couch.
And so I'm about to head upstairs, and I was like, dude, really? And Marcus just flips me off. It's like, whatever.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Look, man, there's enough for us on the couch.
Well, it's fine. Like, I'm judging, though.
Do you have room to judge?
No, but I do it anyway.
Fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
So we go, our friends are having this Cinco de Mayo party, and it was pretty fun. The only thing that really sucked is, well, there was a bunch of music majors, and they all hang out, and they're all really cool, so they all have bands, play instruments and shit, and they wanted to play live music at the party, which they've done before, and it went off well. So they're all bringing gear in, and the PA systems are doing sound check and getting everything ready in the basement, and then one cop sees a person bringing a bass in, like a case with a bass guitar in it, and like flags this kid down and says like, hey, if I get any noise complaints from this house, I'm coming in and we're citing everyone. All he saw was one person with a bass guitar.
That's BS.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about those douche cops earlier? Yeah. Like how they're not all douche cops, or some good ones, some bad ones?
Yeah.
That's just a douche cop right there.
He probably gives out jaywalking tickets like, is this probably
This is a fake ass crowd.
Hashtag burrs. Yeah. He's probably
At least he was legit, like he was actually going to follow through, whereas my neighbor's like, I'm going to call the cops, and just never does.
Like, okay, you go ahead and do that.
So this morning was hysterical. So, Nick and I are like running around doing shit, and there's a knock on my door, and my neighbor, he doesn't even get off his porch, he just leaned over and knocked, and look outside, and he's like, your neighbor's here, and he's like, there's like a spill on his like plastic like rug or carpet or whatever on the porch, and he's like, that needs to be cleaned by tonight. I was like, okay. He's like, no more parties. He's like, no, I'm moving out. And he just good and just goes back inside. I'm like, woo.
Like he just said that, and I'd have just been like, all right.
Yeah.
You've been giving me shit this whole time. I'd have just laid into him. I'd have just cussed his ass out until he went inside.
I was just like, whatever. I was just like,
well, look,
okay, I didn't clean it up.
no, of course not. No, I would have just been like, alright, man, I'll clean that for you by tonight, and fucking left.
It's like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
I wouldn't have told him I was moving out. I'd have just disappeared.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah, that's definitely.
Matter of fact, I'd have taken all those bags of all those cans. I just put them right on his porch.
Thanks, neighbor.
Do you like psychological warfare? Because this is how it starts.
So much for that muffin basket you're gonna leave him.
Yeah. Fuck that. We'll eat the muffins and leave them in the basket.
Leave an empty basket.
There were muffins, but I don't like you.
That'd be even more. Like leave all the wrappers and crumbs and shit in there.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, so
Did you end up leaving? Like these guys like switched to a different house, or
no, what happened was they found like they were gonna go play someplace else, but everybody the hosts were bummed out because they were good friends with all of them and they were all super nice and they wanted to play music and they wanted to have them to play music.
right?
But it was just kind of like it's the last party, we don't want to chance it.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, we're about
You
to.
know,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't.
we're about to leave. We don't want to get hit with anything, so we'll just nix the music for now. Everybody can hang out. And so they had two kegs and like 4 pitchers of blended fruity mixed drink stuff. And I was just like, point me to the mixed drinks, girl. Like, but not like the one. The host, one of the host's boyfriend comes down and he has his pitcher of margarita and he's like, puts the pitcher down and he's like, yeah, you guys can just drink whatever you want. And so I'm like, alright, cool. Grab one of these and then the host, his name is Adrian, her name is Taylor. Taylor comes around with a pitcher of pina colada and I have a margarita in my hand already. And she comes to me and she's like, and she has this big like, smile on her face and the picture of pina colada. She's got the cups with her. She's like, hey, you want a pina colada? And I'm like, I want to say yes, but I don't want to sound like a greedy fucker.
Yeah, right.
But I already have this.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no. I was just like, but I already have this margarita. And the margarita was actually pretty tasty. And she's like, but you want a pina colada? I'm just like, but I got it. And she's like, no, you want a pina colada. So she pours me a pina colada. And then hands me this pina colada. So I'm double fisted, and I have a margarita in one hand and a pina colada in the other hand, and then I'm just like, well, back and forth. And they had Jello shots with like gummy worms in them because you gotta eat the worms. Cinco de Mayo. So I had like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
And they had this other thing, and Taylor's boyfriend, Adrian, just called it the abomination because he took all the leftover liquor from all the stuff that he made
Yeah.
and mixed it in and then
I'm
put
good.
sour mix it. No, it was actually really good. It was like lemony, limey stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I got like 2 solo cups, drink, and it's margarita, pina colada, abomination, and... But it was just like, I don't know, it was one of those nights, and I didn't realize how strong the drinks were, and not only that, I'm drinking almost 16 ounces of...
Oh wow, for each of those?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I had probably about 5 or 6 cups, and that's how it happens.
And then Marcus got back to the bar at one point.
Yep, yes I did. I definitely did.
Oh, that was hilarious. Well, you know, I didn't even get to see this. I so wish I had. Richie was telling me about you being out on the dance floor, and I will not say who, but making out with a girl out there. And Richie said that he sees Marcus making out with her, and he's just trying to be all slick, and like walks up with like a piece of gum, is trying to stick it in Marcus's mouth as he's dancing, like without the girl noticing.
That would honestly make a lot of sense because I don't remember where the fuck the gum came from. I just remember that we're making out and then
All of a sudden,
there's gum and we're passing it amongst each other on the dance floor. But oh my god, it was like right behind us was Richie, Rachel, and Colleen, and they're looking at us like, the fuck are you guys doing? They look. I tweeted to Colleen the day after. I was just like, you look like a concerned high school teacher at a student dance. Like that was her face the entire time. Like, what the hell are these two doing?
What are they thinking?
And then at one point, I look over and I see Luke and Jen, and they're just cackling. And they're just like. Like looking at me, just like, go,
Go get it, dude.
yeah.
We were cheering for you.
Oh god.
No, ew.
That was like one of the main topics of conversation though that night. So that, man, I'll remember the last time I've seen Marcus like this.
Like, Mr. And then, so I get back to the table, and fucking Libby's asking me, she's like, so, she good? She a good kisser? I'm like, what the fuck, Libby?
That does surprise me.
That does not. And then, freaking, I knew that it was an entire spectacle when a girl that used to fucking chase me and pine after me was giving me shit. Libby used to be like, oh, so what's up with you and this girl? Like, just kind of like,
yeah.
But then this girl was just like, so what's up with you and the other girl? Like, so she's poking fun at the situation. So I'm like, well, I know that. Just that whole night, like, there were the drinks, and then at the party, I ran into just a bunch of different people that I hadn't seen in a while, and. Nope, not even gonna.
Don't want to incriminate yourself?
I mean, if you can't tell by the pause, let's say it's one of those like, oh, you're here. Haven't seen you since the last time I saw you. And you all know what that means.
Wow.
I've seen you out again. This isn't the first time we've interacted since, but like you're still a surprise and you pop up places. Like, but no, that was all good and well. So there's that, and then every fucking time something like that happens, the one time, oh my god, I told Gabby we were at her art show and that happened. And she was like, who was it? And I'm like, Gabby, I'm not telling you. And she's just like, all right, give me a hint. I'm like, Gabby, I'm not going to tell you.
Did you really think you were going to get away with just going, no?
Okay.
It's worked out so far. I haven't told, but every time we talk about the art show, she's like, but no, really.
Real talk, though.
Tell me.
Like, what was she wearing? Like, I'm like, fuck, no, Gabby, no.
No means no.
It was the same situation. I was just like, yeah, used to, do some stuff with somebody here. And Gabby immediately, her eyes are like big as
Tell me.
plates. Yeah, she's like, who was it? And I'm just like, nope. That's big NOPE part. Like, she and I are cool, but it's still like one of those things where it's just like
no.
So that happened.
There are certain things I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, like even though me and said young lady are cool, I'm not gonna be like, well, here's a pamphlet about what we'd like to do a couple months back.
Step by step.
Yeah. Would you like the fold-out pop-up book?
Oh god.
Yeah, I made a flip book for you. Go through the motions.
It's called Down in Browntown.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
I just realized, like, it wasn't butt stuff. I meant myself as Brad Pitt.
I thought it was.
That's where my mind went.
That's where we went.
That's where I. That's
like,
where
oh, alright.
Thanks for the dirty details.
Emphasis on dirty.
I hate all of you.
Oh my god.
But I did it to
I
myself.
was about to say you shot yourself in the foot.
I definitely
Can't
did.
get away with shit like that.
Maybe other people would let that fly, but
No.
come on, us
No,
just
no.
instantly going there.
Out now.
Fuck all of you. I have no words. I forget what it was. Me and you saw something the other day. I was losing my fucking mind, laughing. I can't remember. It's gonna bug me. Anyway, back to the party story.
Right now, whatever. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the next like 20 minutes.
But I see my my two friends, Megan and Haley, and they're really cool. And I'm Snapchatting their one roommate, and I forget how we got on the topic. I was just like, Haley makes really like left field jokes, but they're all most of the time they're actually really good. It's not like when somebody makes a joke and you're like, ha, like,
Yeah,
what the
you just
fuck?
say.
But Haley she makes these like off-color jokes, but they're really fucking funny. And so I was like, yeah, I'm like, I was talking to their roommate Claire, and I was like, yeah, I'm talking to Claire on Snapchat, and she was like, oh yeah, like, what are you guys talking about? I was like, oh no, I'm just like, I'm telling her that I'm at the party, and she was just like, yeah, you just tell her like an orgy happened or something, and I'm like,
Just very nonchalant about it.
yeah, she was just like,
What?
no, that's like her like off kilter brand of ha-has, but I'm just like, are you giving me the green light? Because I'll take the shit and run with it. Like, I'll fucking light her inbox up, no pun intended.
But
Look at maced. But she's just like, her and Megan are like, yeah, as long as it doesn't involve with future job prospects, go with that. I'm just like, alright, the flag is mine to take back to the base. So there's that. And yeah, there's the dance floor episode. Yeah, a little makeout session here, a little makeout session there.
Marcus got his first kiss finally. That's why Jen and I were
Miracles happen.
Felt like the first time.
Oh, dance with somebody.
Oh, what a night.
Do you realize, like, throughout this episode, we like a lot of time is just filled with us laughing at shit, like shitty things. Like, it's like,
have you listened to any of the other episodes?
Yeah, but
it's the same thing.
No, the rest of them are filled with so much substance and so many facts.
it's true. It's true.
I'm on the brink of death today, so I get a pass.
That's why we want to educate the public.
Oh, it hurts.
About the stupid shit we do.
Exactly.
Learn from me.
But yeah, that fucking night. Yep,
That happened.
that definitely happened.
So, though, Marcus, you were saying about it earlier, about being out this past Thursday, but when we got over to the depot, Marcus was up on stage. If you look on the Twitter, there's a picture of him, rocking it out.
Yeah, it's been very interesting because it was like, I think about 2 months ago, Eric was gonna go on stage and he had a bunch of people backing him. So I think it was Eric, our other friend Eric, Ryan, and Stefan, and they all just do cover songs and like chill at the depot and play and stuff. And it's like, hey, so we're gonna sing the song, and I know you know the song. Do you want to come up and sing it with us? And I was just like, I can't remember everything, but I can like back you up. And he's just like, say, all right, cool. So that kind of happened, and that became a little bit of a thing. And then I would always just shoot him messages and be like, hey, like, you should cover this or you should cover that. And then the one night I suggested Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy, and he's like, okay, cool. So we sat down and we were kind of listening to it, and he was just like, yeah, like, so you wanna sing a part? You wanna back me? What do you wanna do? And then we were just kind of going through the logistics, and I was like, all right, well, split it like this way, and I'll learn this verse, you learn that verse, we'll like back each other up, and this and that, and we're like, all right, cool. So we tried it, and the funny thing was, the first 2 times we tried it, it was kind of like, we didn't, like, we don't practice. It's kind of like, we're going to go up and we'll figure it out on stage. But if you do that, you're bound to fuck up somewhere. Like, you're bound to, but that's part of the process. And, I mean, he's been playing music for years, and I like to write, so I've kind of been doing that, but that's more so, you know, if I fuck up when I'm reading something, I can kind of, you know, excuse me, and kind of, you know, and everybody's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. But if you fuck up, you know, people are just like, did they just fuck up? I think they did. But, so the first 2 times, absolutely, like, it was just like timing issues and nobody was in sync. But the thing was, I was on stage, and all these other guys, they're all musicians, so they're just kind of like rocking out and still going. I'm sitting there like, we totally just fucked that up. But they're just like, yep, still playing, like having a great time.
Anytime you do anything with music, this is one thing that they always teach you if you're
Yeah.
in a choir or anything. If you mess up, just keep
going.
going, because no one else noticed. You're the only one that noticed. Chances are no one else noticed unless you stop.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, but like, and that's the thing. It was kind of like, I went and I did it, and everything didn't fall into place. But it was just like, it's not the end of the world.
No.
But it's one of those.
Feels like it though.
It does.
It feels like right in that moment. It's like I just ruined everything.
Yeah. Because I had never done that before, but they're used to it. They're,
Right.
you know, they go on stage and they try something new, and if it doesn't work, well, fuck it. And if it
Yeah.
does, we'll try that again and polish it up. So, and we fucked it up the first 2 times, but then like the third time, it was one of those happenstance moments where the third time, everything went right. And it was kind of because before we started playing, everybody's just like talking to each other, like, all right, look, I'm going to wait for you to do this part, so then, like, if you're the drummer, I'm going to wait, and I always say this to Ryan, because Ryan's the drummer, I'm like, look, I'm waiting for you to cut out right before verse 2 drops in, so I know that's my time to come in.
Right.
And this person's like, all right, we need to play it like this, because this is how it goes. But it was like one of those moments where it's like we had the fucking on-stage huddle.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so we're going to do that, and you're going to do this, and we're going to have it like that, we're going to have a great show, all right. This is 1, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
But, like,
Go team.
yeah, like, it went really well, and I was just like, oh, this is, like, it was one of those things, like, you don't know what it's like until you're on stage.
Performing on stage is cool. I mean, in high school, I performed on stage a couple times. I had a band. We performed, and I played bass and do backup vocals. And there's definitely just like a vibe, or I guess like a little bit of adrenaline rush you get doing it. There's nothing quite like it.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of a buzz going down, and I can see why people like it and like fight for it and lose their minds when their notoriety fucking leaves them.
Things like you were just saying before about people who, like, when you fuck up on stage with something, like when I act, like if I get off stage and I know I fucked up, I'm like, oh, shit, god damn it, and, like, but no one notices, and the only reason like for the show I directed, the actors, they'd mess up here, and it's like the only reason why I know you messed up is because I know the script. No one else does.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But then when you get off stage and you nail it, like you know you did well.
it's like so, it's so good, but. I don't. Maybe you can relate when you know your part is coming up and you're so focused.
You're
just
like,
like,
you're like, I'm nervous. No, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not nervous as hell. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like freaking out. Like in the moment, like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's carry on. You can do it.
yeah. Like for example, when we split the song, Eric did the first verse, so I would back him up, and then we would sing the chorus together. But then the chorus. After the chorus, it cuts out, and then that's my verse. So I'm backing him up on the chorus, and the entire time I'm just like, okay, it's coming. All right, here we go. And I'm like, it's not a long. It's only like maybe 4 or 5 lines, but I'm like, all right, do I remember everything? And I'm like singing at the same time, going through everything in my head,
Right,
and I'm just like, all right, I got this. Boom! Like. So there was that, and then we did Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl, and that was the first time anybody had attempted it, and it went over really well. That was the night you were there, and you're just like, do you not know how to play the tambourine? I'm like, no, I'm not.
That's what you need to be. You need to be the guy up there that does the singing, but there's also...
Okay. Marcus is standing on stage, they hand him the tambourine, and at first he's shaking it at his side. That works. And then he starts hitting the tambourine, but he's hitting it every beat, so it's just... And I'm like, really? Really?
I'm just I don't fucking know. And it was literally, we had this conversation right before we got on stage. She's like, so, do you know what you're doing with the tambourine? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, okay, no big deal. Whatever. And they say, no. Fucking big-ass red tambourine is handed to me. Like, well, here you go. It's like, have you ever flown a plane before? No. Well, you're only home right now. But yeah, that went well. And then the second time we did it is when you guys came out. And it went even better the second time.
Yeah, well, that was, we were sitting there, actually, before I go into that part, it was great, because we got into the depot, we had been at Falloons, Luke and Jen, and myself and Alex, and then the four of us came over to the depot where Dante was chilling with Jimmy and Rachel, and all of us just sit down, and so it's these three couples, and then Dante. And Dante's just like sitting there, and he just looks at me, he's like, I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. This is
He's
awkward.
just like looking to everyone. He's like, I don't like this. No,
like
seventh wheel. But,
I don't like being a third wheel, let alone the seventh wheel. Like,
I mean, I was on stage. I could have wheeled with you.
well, you see, that's just it. Like, we knew you were there, and I was like, well, where's Marcus? And he goes, oh, he's on stage.
he's on stage.
And then I was just like, oh man. I said it to Luke. I said, we need to get a picture of Marcus rocking out for the Twitter.
And
Trophy husbands are multi-talented.
That's right. That's right.
it was funny because they played a song that I knew, but I didn't know the words, so I'm just kind of like, line here, line there, and then Luke's just like, Luke, you reminded me of like a soccer mom in the front row. You're just like, do something. I can see your light on the phone, like as you're taking pictures and video and shit. You're just like, do it, like strike a pose, and I'm like, next song, Luke, give me the next song. Like I know the next song well.
The one dude was like, you're trying to look at the lyrics on his phone, and
Yeah.
you were like, I was like, come on, Marcus, get together.
Luke's that mom that's pressuring at like the pee-wee soccer.
Yeah. Like we need a goal. This is gonna be on the family calendar.
Number 7 is throwing bows out there. Someone's gonna get hurt, ref. Toss a chair. I'll in the parking lot.
You're gonna be that one parent that gets kicked off the field all the time.
But let's make it official.
Luke shows up to Sunday games just hungover. It's like, you do know it's raining out. Why are you wearing sunglasses? Are you judging my life?
Because you're allowed to, and you probably should, but you don't have to say it to me.
This is like a weird situation. Like I'm showing up to kids' soccer games on Sundays. Like I'm probably not gonna have kids, so like you're just there.
Siblings and friends.
You're that creepy guy who lives down the street who shows up at all the games.
Yeah.
Completely hungover.
Completely hungover.
Oh god. These are plastic brown paper bag.
Who's the creepy dude with long hair and a trench coat drinking liquor out of a brown
drinking
paper
tortilla
bag?
out of
Drinking tortilla out of a brown paper.
He's going around trying to bet people $10 that the Sharks are gonna beat the Panthers. It's weird. But I had $10 on the Panthers, so fuck that guy.
Oh my god.
I'll take that shifty fucker's money.
I'm too hungover for this shit.
So, last night, once everybody showed up, it was starting to get late, the sun was starting to go down, and we're all out on Luke's porch, and the neighbors are all out on their porches.
Right.
And this woman, she had to be...
Well, she did. I heard the little kids, refer to her as grandma.
Okay, well, the little kid's grandmother comes out. She goes, "Can I come over? Can I join?" And we're all just like deer in headlights. Like, what do we say?
Bring food. Like the fuck.
And we're all standing there just like, we don't want you here. And then she keeps on asking, and we're all just like,
no one's responding.
Well, Jeremy finally.
And then Jeremy
goes, we're about to leave.
We're about to leave. Now, he goes, we're about to leave, so we all go inside. But the music's blasting, the lights are on, the blinds are up, mostly because they're broken, and the window is open. So she can see us, she can hear us, but somehow we're leaving.
We're leaving soon.
We
didn't leave soon.
Well,
Amanda did bring her a beer.
Yeah, but I say at one point Amanda felt really bad, and she's like, I'm gonna take her a beer.
Yeah.
And she was really appreciative of it. So
I'm sure she's a nice lady, but
nah.
No.
Sorry, we don't want any random townies.
That's how shit gets stolen. That's how
That is how she
the graduation last year. That's what Sean brought a bunch of townies to 258, my old house.
Mm-hmm.
And her friend Kelsey, she left her purse and she had a very nice camera and her phone just in my front yard. And she got up for a minute, walked inside, and she came back out. It was gone. And she was like, "Where was she's like, I didn't see my stuff. They're like, it's gone now. So eventually, I think Sean just went, all right, everybody, turn out your pockets. Someone stole some shit. Everyone turn out your pockets. And Townie's like casually just kind of walked out. Like,
Yeah,
and
of
Of course
ran
they
away.
did.
Yeah, and then they were gone. It was like, so sorry. I'm sure she's a nice lady, but
It's
No.
just
I don't. It's,
No,
it's
no.
Not, it's not. I don't trust you. I don't trust the world.
Yeah.
World's a crazy place.
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So with last night, I was trying to figure it out as I was helping Luke clean up all the bottles and cans and everything last night. I know I brought a case of Yingling. I know someone else brought a case of Yingling.
There's Case and Natty Bo.
There's a case of Natty Bo. There was Libby's mixed case of stuff.
Jack Daniels, Smirnoff Ice ripoff.
Yeah.
And then there was
Then
the,
Amanda brought a 12-pack of Bud Light.
Light.
Amber brought a 12-pack of the Twisted Hard Tea.
Oh yeah, somebody did bring that, didn't they?
Yeah. And I seriously think almost all of that was gone.
Oh yeah.
Like I think there was a couple random bottles or cans here and there. Maybe like a collective of maybe five or six of those of all that we just said. Like other than that, it was just all gone. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
The thing that is that all these people that brought liquor, most of them didn't drink any liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought.
There's a bunch of liquor still left over today. This morning.
Well,
Tequila's gone.
yeah,
well,
we
all
did-
but.
yeah. Oh, that was the worst. Last
We
night.
tried.
I'm
We
like,
tried to finish the
the-
bottle
at
of
the-
tequila
like,
at the
near
end of the night.
Oh
It was
my
like
God.
4:00 in the morning.
He's like, let's take a
Terrible
shot.
idea.
And I take one. I'm like,
Nope.
nope. Ran into the bathroom. It
Nope.
was like, threw up a little bit. I was like, nope. Pull the
Not,
trigger. It's
not
like,
enough.
I had to pull the trigger. Like, get it all out. Let's go. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
God, I was like, all right, let's not do that again.
I took the sip and I just went, no, putting the cork back in that. That's a terrible idea.
So you pulled the trigger and you're still this hungover?
Oh yeah. It was
Because he was already shit.
Yeah, I was trashed anyway.
I'm still just saying, like, once you do that normally.
But it was just like, I think I just threw up straight tequila. Like,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's like,
When
By that
whatever
point-
and tequila and beer. I think this was in my
Well,
stomach.
Dante kept on trying to give me tequila, and I'm just not a big
It
tequila
was good
fan.
tequila.
it was
amazing.
great.
It was
Yeah.
great. But I got drunk and then I was just trying to hand the bottle to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, just
And then Libby was trying to get me to drink it. I'm just like, bring me any other liquor, and I will drink that. I'm just not a big tequila person.
Libby cut Ben off from my tequila. And then like she was like, don't give it to Ben. And then, so she takes it and she hides it in the fridge. So I'm looking all over the kitchen, can't find it.
Oh, yeah, I remember when
And
they
she's
did
like, it's
that.
in the fridge. I'm like, it's not in the fridge. I'm like, then find it. Now I'm getting upset 'cause I'm like, it's my tequila. Like, I guess you don't want him to have it, but that's my
Yeah.
tequila.
Yeah.
So then,
Like, I would have had it.
I walked back into the living room with the tequila, and then like he just like, and I was just like, I was joking around with it, and he goes, reaches over, takes it, and she's just like, well, I mean, like he's not too drunk, but he just doesn't need a lot of tequila. I'm
It's like, okay,
well,
Mom, get out of
He's
here.
it's not like he's being obnoxious.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there drunk.
Exactly. Oh, God. Irony of ironies
So,
are
yeah,
bad.
Ben's never the one to be like a shit-faced asshole.
No, not at all.
He tried to light me on fire over here in the corner.
No, I said put a binder clip on your hoodie without you noticing.
I thought you had a lighter. I'm like, is this dude trying to light my hoodie on
No,
fire?
all right.
Really
how
brought you
how
to
much
the
fucking
podcast.
sense does that make?
I
We're-
don't know.
First of all, we're in the fucking attic.
Surrounded by blankets.
Hot blankets,
Yeah.
people go up.
I don't know about you, but that seems like a terrible
I
idea.
didn't say it was a good idea. That's why I was
I
confused.
was wondering
What are you
Why are you
doing?
doing this?
I like this hoodie.
I'm not gonna
Oh, God, that would make some entertaining podcasting, though.
Just at the end. Fire!
Finally,
Fire!
finally
Cuts off.
goes.
You have to wait till next week to see if they survive.
Do it like
Maybe.
one of those 1930s serials, like, do they survive? Come back next week to find out on the next exciting episode of Trust Me Husband.
What the fuck was that voice?
You know, like the old radio
Yeah.
Casey
announcer.
Kasem.
Yeah,
You sound like
There's
fucking
this
Nibbler,
Casey
by the way.
Kasem.
Yeah.
Oh, with Casey Kasem, you have to have like a little more rustic, like, oh yeah, now we're on. This
True.
is number 5.
Very sure.
But night was well, obviously it's like graduation
Words.
and words. What are words? Don't use my shit against me. Anal bleaching cream.
Actually, before you go on to what you were about to say, Marcus, I do have to bring up one point. I was at the graduation ceremony. Took godforsakenly forever, like over an hour just to read all the names.
These are reasons why I don't go.
And then the commencement speech person, she gets up there. First thing she says is about not making the commencement speech long.
Oh.
30 minutes later, she's still droning on. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
After listening to an hour, people just read off names. What you're supposed to do is just walk up, give a 15-minute speech, and go sit the fuck down.
Well, she actually did it before. She did it before they even read all the names.
Yeah.
But
So,
even so, especially if the first line is "This is going to be short."
Yeah,
what do you
pretty
think?
much was
What
it.
do you think long is?
yeah.
The worst part was I was in the second row. I was like it was like the first like 15 people called for the undergrad degrees. So I had to sit for the next hour and a half just watching people come up. And like each time the line gets shorter and shorter, they're going up stage like, okay, I think it's it. And then like 30 more people come up. I'm like, God damn it.
So at one point, I'm sitting there just browsing through my phone, and I see a Snapchat from Luke, but Luke's up there right now. And here's a Snapchat of Luke right after he just gotten his diploma. He's sitting there with his tassel in his mouth, and he's like, "Is this what a graduate does?" But anyway, going on to other things of graduates. After the ceremony itself, I'm walking around, I'm meeting up with my girlfriend, and I'm walking past the fountain. And what do I see? But I see Luke going over there, and like I see his friend, was it Kelsey, right?
Yeah, Kelsey.
Kelsey taking pictures of him. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then I see Luke just start like climbing into the fountain.
Oh, I ran and I leaped in there.
Yes, he did.
It was awesome.
And he just leaps
There's one
entirely
trip over the
into
thing
the
in the
fountain and just like stands up and just starts like bathing in it. I'm just like, I'm staring there, I just yell, "You are an idiot!"
The best is there's this one picture that she posted them, and Tommy comments on one of them. He's like, "This one should be your profile picture," and then he's like, "No, it should be this one because you can see." Yes. Make it this one. You can actually Nick Len's being embarrassed of it being friends with you. Look at it.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Nick's face, like I'm in the fountain, just like woo, and Nick in the background,
It's like face palming.
Oh my lord.
That is the best. That is great.
That's just Nick going, I am not with
God
him.
damn it.
I have never met that man before in my life.
Oh jeez. Whoops.
Yeah.
So what were you about to say about?
No, I was gonna say.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was
No,
like,
you're
I
good.
have to say about
You're
it.
good. You're good. But no, it was kind of like everybody. It was kind of up and down emotion-wise, because obviously people are leaving.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Things got heavy here and there last night.
Yeah, like people are upset.
Eve 6, Here's to the Night starts playing in the background.
Yeah, like
I got pretty emotional.
I know, and I
A little
didn't.
bit.
Yeah, everybody's kind of emotional. And I was at one point I was kind of like wandering aimlessly because I didn't want to be fucking like Mr. Grumpy Gills, like bringing the mood down. But I was kind of like, man. And yeah, it got pretty heavy.
I mean, it was just like this is gonna get emotional, guys. So tie yourselves down to your chairs, audience. But I'm just thinking like last night. It's like one of those last times like that crew of people's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like probably ever. Like that same like situation.
Oh, it's like Luke and I were talking about it earlier. I said it's kind of like how it is with your high school friends. It's people that you grow up with, you see them all the time, and then all of a sudden you're going to college, you're doing other things. You're still friends, but it's like you get to see them a couple times a year instead of every single day like you were, or even on the weekends kind of thing. Like you get to see them a couple times a year when they're back in town for the holidays or when they have off from work or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of the same thing with us, because with us it's just like, okay, cool, I'll see you next weekend or sometime in the week. Like, yeah, I'll see you later. and now it's just gonna be because Luke is kind of one of the last people of our crew that we've had around Jackson and going to your college to really leave, and now it's just like we don't even have like that centralizing spot or person anymore. Everyone's just going their separate ways.
Yeah, and I was gonna say even the extended that kind of came into the fold and meshed well, they're gone as well.
Yeah.
Well,
because what happens is you meet people at the bar. They just turned 21. They're seniors.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're graduating. Oh yeah, you just became best friends with them. It's in like they graduated 2 months later. That's
we met I met Gabby and Lizzie like maybe a month and a half ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Gabby and Lizzie and Kristen and Steffi and Steph and then fucking Richie and like I'm just like.
I've known Richie for 4 years.
Well, no, but I'm
He
saying
didn't really
like,
like hang out with us a whole lot
Yeah,
until just
yeah.
recently in the last
Yeah.
couple months. He started chatting and hang out with us a little more.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you get so used to just like, oh man, I'll see you fucking next weekend. Yeah, sweet. And then it's just like, oh, you're like 3 hours away now.
Yeah.
And it's like I'll maybe see you alumni weekend or never.
Yeah.
No or never. It's usually never.
Yeah. And it's kind of shitty because I mean, it's like you're going to meet new people.
Absolutely.
And you're
it's
going.
just part of life. But.
Yeah. But it's kind of like it's gonna be the same thing.
But there's a sense of
Yep.
satisfaction, like being at the bar. Like there's just certain people where you're just like, I never have to fucking see
I
you again.
never have to see
Yes.
your face again.
That is very true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, bye forever, but for real this time.
Really, bye forever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got heavy.
Just brought the entire thing down, Luke.
Sorry, as we go on, we remember. Okay, I'm done.
Oh fuck yeah. I made that joke last night and you didn't even think it was funny.
It's not funny. It's stupid.
But you just made it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I like it. I don't like my own jokes.
Fucking culture vulture.
I mean, really, you weren't
I'm
even.
an enigma.
You're an
Really,
asshole.
you didn't
Well,
even
yeah,
make your own
that's
joke
true.
because you're just stealing Marcus's joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Carlos Mencia, yeah, I'm fucking stealing your jokes.
fucking
Yeah.
Neblos. But last night, Libby had the freaking case of
Oh, God,
the Jack
yeah.
Daniels stuff, and she's just like, no. As soon as I fucking walk into the door, I walk in, and immediately, standing in the little archway to the living room, is Amber, Libby, and Alex, and they see me, and they instantly light up.
They
and they're
light
just
up.
like, yeah, we're gonna make big decisions now. Like, yeah. And I'm like, no,
mediocre
no.
decisions.
Mediocre decision weekend.
Like dignity intact decision weekend.
Oh no, that's not a nice ring to it.
No.
Let's not have a repeat of last Saturday weekend.
Hey man, if they had another fucking Cinco de Mayo party, I'd be game for shit. I'd be down. Cinco de Mayo, that was a blast and a half, let me tell you. Yeah. I think it's the last time I double fist fucking 16-ounce solo cups of margaritas and pina colada and expect to be a well-functioning adult in like 3 hours.
If you like pina coladas, Marcus is like, I like pina coladas. Give me more.
They were fucking delicious. Thank you. Thank you to Amy and Taylor and Lexi because that party was awesome. And it sucks that we didn't get to play music, but Taylor fed me drinks. So,
I suck that there was no music at your party, but I got drunk. So, it's all
so
good.
everything's forgiven.
I think it was like, might have been that night. Amy was trash. I saw her at the bar or something like that night at some point, and she was absolutely obliterated. And she kept smacking my ass.
she does that.
And like, all the time. So I brought it up to her. I think it was it last? Yeah, I think it was last night when I saw her at Merrick's. I was like, hey, do you remember smacking my ass a lot the other weekend, like, and grabbing it, like, over and over again? She's like, what are you talking, what? No? She's like, and her face got bright red, and she's like, hey, but like, he's got her arm on some guy. I'm like, oh, this is weird now. His face is just kind of like, what? I was like, oh, sorry. Is this a? I was like,
whoops.
Is this a bad time?
No, I was like, is this a thing? She's like, well, yeah, kind of. It's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, next time read the room.
Look before you leave, Luke.
No. Jump, I'm leaping straight in. Right in the fountain.
He doesn't just steer into the skid, he does it blindfolded.
BDSM skid steering.
Yes.
The Luke Hoover story.
Yes.
Now on A&E at 8 o'clock.
How do you make an hour's worth of television with that? Like,
It's gonna be like a 5-part series. That was part 1.
that's more that's more time to fill. Like,
Let me worry about it. Don't you worry that pretty little face of yours.
whatever, man.
It's only based off your life. Marcus can take it and make some.
Yeah, dude.
He can stretch a few
They do
facts.
that with movies all the fucking
Mhm.
time. Like, I'll take 20% of what's actually real, and I'll just be like, what, Luke? Did he have 2 penises and fight a raptor on Jackson Street? Of course he
Sounds
did.
about
I
right.
was there. I was
there for
fucking
that
there.
one.
I saw him fight a raptor. And then he became the new sponsor for Veltrex.
And boom!
Alright.
Full
circle.
Sharpshooter Marcus there, bringing it home.
Bang! You see what I did there?
Yeah.
No, you do not have a sexually transmitted disease, but you were like primely lined up for that joke. That was amazing. I will high five myself.
He actually did it.
I really kind of want to push you out of that.
No.
There.
No.
Well, he's obviously not comfortable in it because he
Yeah,
won't sit still.
Yeah, well, Marcus never sits still the entire time we're recording. He's always going from like one position to the other to like he'll be
Really?
sitting on the
Sit on the
arm
arm.
of the chair,
And
and
then
then
he's
he's
sitting
kind
in
of
the chair, then
squatting.
he's got his
and-
feet on the floor, then he's immediately got to move and get his feet up in the chair, then he's got to
It's
turn
like
to the side.
if you ever been to the fucking pet store and you see the bird like on the perch and he's like perched and then he's hunched over, and he's skipping around on the perch, and he leans over and he gets off the perch, he's climbing the cage, back on the perch. That's me while we record. It's still everything's fluid, but everybody always says that. Like, and Nick's just kind of like, yeah, he does that.
It
It happens.
My old roommate, we would be hanging out in we had a little common room. We're watching TV, and I'd like get distracted by Doctor Who, which is usually what was on. And I would look over. I've only been looking away for like 2 minutes. I look over, he's upside down on the couch. I'm just like,
How'd that happen?
really? Like, why? He goes, it's more comfortable. I'm like, if you say so.
You do you, bro.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, I can't just sit still. Like, I can still
You got
be
Jimmy
part of the
legs.
conversation, but I have to, I don't know. It's like the Megazord, it just doesn't, it's not one Zord, damn it, it's not in one position, it just does its thing. It does its
It's a
thing.
horrible analogy.
that was such a stretch.
It's the Megazord. It does its thing.
It's got so many different parts to it.
Mark's like,
It does it.
I am the Megazord.
It's just like, motherfucker, it's a chair.
Stop trying to talk yourself up. It's not even a nice chair. It's
Yeah,
just a
I
crappy
was gonna
chair.
It's
Like, I
just
mean,
chair.
you're like the Green Ranger, but then Luke's sitting in a green chair too. So is it like that one episode where there's 2 Green Rangers and one is evil and one is good? Like,
Who guys say who's doing this?
I'm definitely evil. I don't think Marcus is good. I think he's just less evil.
Not to mention.
He's not good, he's just less evil.
Yeah.
So in comparison.
Not to mention, if I recall correctly, from that episode, the original Green Ranger got split, so it was 2 different personalities. So that then he had to come back together. You two don't look anything alike, like polar opposites, basically.
yeah, there's actually a.
But I bet if you put the 2 of them together, they'd look like Obama.
That's bringing it full circle right there.
Oh God! From downtown.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I was gonna
Sorry.
segue the shit out of the conversation. That was good though. That was fucking good.
Dante with the hook, line, and sinker.
Fucking skyhook from 3-point range over here.
Well, I can't actually do that on a basketball court, so I gotta do it somewhat.
So you can do it on the vocals. Verbally, you can sink them.
He has to verbally skyhook. Note to anybody listening, when somebody says they're going to do something verbally, that means they can't do it physically.
Essentially.
Oh my God. That's how that works. But yeah, dude, that's freaking last night. Well, Beck was in rare form.
Oh my God.
Not really. She was just acting like how she used to
Yeah,
all the time.
Right.
Yeah. It was just funny seeing her
Back
come
when
back
you
from
were
the bar. She just breaks open the champagne
That
bottle.
was the problem. She was fine. When we left the bar, and then she drank half that bottle of champagne.
Right.
Yep.
I forget what she was. She like leaned over to say something, and she paused. So she's super close to my face, and I was just like, I thought you were gonna like lick my face or something. What the fuck are you doing? She's like, you want me to? I'll do it anyway. She's like,
You should know better.
you
You can't say things like that. It's bad.
that's probably revenge for all the times I've licked Lizzie's face at the bar.
Oh,
That's
just
just
Carla.
good.
She started it, and it's been like a thing ever since. Cause we were out one night. It was me, her, and Gabby, and I'm sitting there, and she like leans really close to me and looks over to Gabby, and she's like, "Should I lick his face?" And Gabby just screams, "Do it!" And ever
She
since
would.
then, it's been like
Face licking.
face licking. I've done it to multiple people, and I have no shame.
Although I feel like if you lick Gabby's face, she would not be as excited about it.
She would give you your death bitch stare.
Give me the
It's
fucking,
like, go away, or I'm going to rip your head off.
give me the fucking Wayne stare.
Exactly. Boom.
Bong! That's trying to kill us, you big jerk! Swimming
But
in the pool.
it's
Swimming in the pool.
It's funny you mentioned that about the face licking. I can't remember who was gonna do it, but somebody was said there like, yeah, I was just for some reason they just turned to me and they're like, okay, I just made a good life decision. I'm like, what was that? They go, I was gonna lick your face, and I'm just like, okay, and you decide not to. They go, yeah, because I didn't want to lick the beard. I feel like that would just be rough and uncomfortable.
The beard helps you out.
I was like, all right, little face guard here now.
Jesus Christ.
Is it, like it, I feel like I should be more shocked that there are multiple people in our group that want to lick people in the face.
I'm not surprised
But I'm not.
at all. Exactly.
It's like, yeah,
Like,
typical.
have you fucking met us?
Like, because that's something that I would do.
I've done it to many
Dante's like, that's why.
Like
these
I'd
guys
be
are my
drunk at the
friends.
bar and I'd just look over. I'd look over at Luke and just lick him in the face, just cause.
I just slow, just, yeah, whatever. Typical.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like I said it to my friend Sarah one time, because her and I, like, we had class together, and we would just hang out and give each other shit. And I forget what she said, but we were sitting like dead front of the class, and I was just like, if you don't knock it the fuck off, I'm gonna lick your face in the middle of the fucking class. Like, straight face, like under my breath to her, taking notes, just like, if you don't knock it the fuck off, I'm gonna lick your face in the middle of class. And she knew I was dead ass serious too, because I had done it before. Like we were going somewhere, and she dropped me off. I was like, all right, thanks. I just grabbed it and like licked the entire side of it and dipped out of the car. I got her. I got Kathleen one time. Got Winter. I have like an entire hit list.
Of licked faces.
Yeah, because people don't believe me. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck.
You know,
I don't like it when dogs do it. I don't like it when people do it. I don't like it when birds do it. Like
Birds?
Birds have licked your
Yes.
face?
We had birds when I was growing up. Those are the kind of pets I had. When
But
I
they
was growing
lick
up.
your face?
Yes, they have
Really?
tongues inside the
Well,
beak.
Okay, but I didn't know that was a thing. Like,
Yeah, like
No,
that's
they like to clean. They clean their
Yeah.
family, so they clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't like spit on my face. It's disgusting. It gets
Yeah,
sticky
it's gross.
and it stinks. Like why? Like that's no.
Actually, there's a way. If right where your pulse point is on your
Mhm.
wrist, if you lick your wrist and you let it sit for like 10, 15
You can
seconds,
tell if your breath stinks.
exactly, you smell it,
Yeah.
and that's the smell of your breath.
Or you just be like,
That's
Yeah.
actually more accurate.
Yeah.
Because it your pulse points, whatever. That's why they say put cologne or perfume on your pulse points, because it radiates.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
On there.
gentlemen, right there. You just got that great tip from Marcus. This is why we are the trophy husbands, right
lick your
there.
pulse.
Lick your
Lick
pulse.
Your pulse. Do it. As Dante licks his pulse.
Well, I mean, I kind of
You gotta
have
try
to
it now.
I kind
He's
of have
gotta
to.
try it out. Yeah. So,
I think you just really wanted to see if who of us would actually.
Exactly. Marcus
Yeah.
down, I'm like,
Pulse.
joke's on you. That wasn't real at all.
no, that actually works.
It's like, why are you licking yourself, bro?
It's also like if you like cologne and stuff, get fucking pheromone cologne. That shit is magical because since it's like pheromones, the pheromones are naturally occurring in the body. It will smell different for every person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're attracted to that person, they will smell very good to you. But if you're not, like if it's like somebody you don't like, or if it's like family, their scent will naturally turn you off.
So
Primitive.
Interesting.
You smell like hungover.
So good.
You smell like tequila and
So
bad
good,
decisions.
then.
So like a normal weekend.
Mediocre.
Mediocre.
I'm sorry,
Maybe-
last night was far from normal.
I wanted to clean everything so bad because there was just a mountain of bottles.
I had no
cans.
desire
So
to
you're
clean
just
it, but I
in the
ended up
kitchen,
doing
just
it.
arranging them on the
Yeah, you
counter
saw
because there
that.
are no trash bags.
As you and Tom are just like, well, let me tell you about the death penalty and why this. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's
not
Tom
even-
for you.
Not doing it. Not gonna do it.
Nah.
I'm just gonna arrange these cans.
Oh my god.
I'm just not. I don't. Here's the thing. Like I don't delve into politics because I don't care enough. Like there's certain issues that I'll be like, all right, cool. This is a pressing issue at the matter. Like if somebody wants to sit down and talk about it, I'll throw in whatever I got, whatever knowledge I have. But I'm just like.
You don't do the deep investment into it.
I don't. Politics, to me, especially with the fucking race and everything, like the presidential race and the debates and everything, it's nothing but, like, glorified WWE promos. That's what that shit feels like to me. It's just like, let me tell you.
Sunday, the SmackDown! The
But I mean
between
like-
Hillary
I mean
Clinton
like-
and Donald Trump.
When you look at candidates like Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, there's about as much substance as there is in WWE.
That's
So.
true. And then here comes Bernie Sanders with the chair out of the sideline!
By God, that man has a family! But no, like, I'm sitting there.
Okay, now that's how we should be deciding our president. I'm just throwing that out there now. Like that's
ladder
how-
match?
Yes, tell all the candidates that have been there so far that have dropped out, come back. We're just gonna have a match.
Oh
in a
no!
ring.
This year it's got to be a Royal Rumble. There's too many people.
Royal Rumble, yeah.
there were almost 30 of them. Like,
Battle
Oh
Royale.
shit, you could have a 30-man Royal Rumble there.
Yeah,
you
man.
go.
Hunger Games style.
Throwing a couple super delegates, and then we got everybody rounded the fuck out.
throw Bill Clinton in there because it's funny.
He'll probably just get his dick sucked in the ring again.
Jesus.
That's his
I mean,
finisher.
there are women there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be Hillary.
Well, I mean, she stayed for a reason.
All
Yeah.
right, you have the floor. What's the reason?
I don't know. Sex must be really good.
Bill Clinton has a dick the size of my arm.
I mean, like he was having sex with multiple women on the White House staff. There has to be a reason. I mean, he was president, but there's gotta be a reason.
No.
There's gotta be something beyond that.
No. That is the reason. Like, have you ever seen Dave Chappelle stand up where he's just like, he's talking about how Monica Lewinsky is like, she did a young person mistake. She wanted to fuck a famous person.
Yeah.
And she was like, have you ever imagined about being so famous that somebody sucks your dick and then they're famous? Like, that, like... It's like-
But she was a millennial before millennials. Like that,
Yes.
that's how millennials do now. Like, oh, I want to get as close to that celebrity. I'm going to do whatever I can to get famous. So I'm going to do whatever depraved thing I have to do to that person so that people know who I am.
And one blowjob later, or probably a lot more than one.
A lot more than
but-
one. Although, see, there was an article written by a woman who apparently was having an affair with him while he was governor of Arkansas, and says that it's not the size of your forearm. It's much smaller than that.
That's, alright, hold on, time out. That's usually
Wasn't
how...
exaggerating or anything.
that's usually how it happens. Like in the heat of the moment, it's like, oh my god, this is the biggest thing ever.
No. That's not in the heat of the moment. She's just lying to you.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's so big. And then like you do something, and you're just like, oh, shit, I forgot to go get more coffee cream. And she's like, that's why your dick's small. I'm like, fuck you.
Well, that's not what you said last night.
Yeah, and that's they're always their go-to. It's just like,
That's why your dick's so small. No, but I mean, you can go ahead and lie if you want. But we both know it's a lie. Like, go ahead.
yeah,
Alright,
but it's just
fine.
like that's the first thing. It's just like, I'm gonna try and crush his ego. What do I got? Well, he paid the bills. He just cleaned the bathroom. The dishes are good.
Dickhead.
Yep, dick hit. Ace in the hole. We've been saving this one for a while, girls.
You've been saving this one for a
Like,
while.
yeah, she's gonna like fucking post billboards outside of your work. It's just be you with a limp ass banana. It's gonna say hashtag dick ain't shit.
Frank's got a small dick.
Jesus Christ.
Go for blood. Go for. But if I saw that,
Oh, that would be the most spiteful thing in the world. Rent out a billboard in front of the guy's work. And just like, Frank has a small dick.
With a picture of Frank, like.
Exactly.
So hey Frank, if you're wondering why that intern that's been looking at you funny won't fuck you in the broom closet anymore, that's why.
Jesus Christ.
Dear listeners, there is no Frank. He's a metaphorical person.
That's
Like,
okay, my first name's Frank, guys. Actually.
Frank Luke.
Franklin Luke.
You sound like some pretentious artist somewhere. Franklin Luke's first album was made solely on the Roland TS-808 sound maker.
And fam, it was lit.
It will not be sold on CD and MP3 because those are the ways that the man sells things. It will be sold on cassette tape, vinyl, and 8-track.
No. It's sold on an exclusive app that you can only get on a specific cell phone that only works for this app. That's how exclusive it is.
So you have to spend $400 to listen to a $12 album.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's that good.
More money in my pocket. And I'm the developer of the app, too.
Well, it's just like, what rap group did that though? Like they produced one
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
The guy who's in charge of the pharmaceutical company who raised the
Martin
Scorsese or something.
he bought the album and said he was never going to listen to it. I'm pretty sure Wu-Tang went and took it back. They sued him for it.
Oh,
They
really?
sued him for it and they got it back.
Yeah.
Ha!
They only made one and it took them forever. The thing was incredibly expensive and he was like, no one's ever going to listen to it. And they went, nope, give that back.
Yeah, it's like.
How much did he pay for it?
I think
though?
$2 million.
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Was it an auction?
Yeah, it was in an auction.
Yeah,
They
it's
bought
auction
it.
off.
And well, the thing was, if I remember correctly, they had like a producer that was going to them, kept going to different members and getting like he had instrumentals and stuff like that. But he would go like let's say he'd go to Nick and he'd get a verse from Nick. He'd go to Dante and he'd get a hook from Dante. And then he'd go to you. So he pretty much patchworked it together.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't all of them. And then
Right.
he did that shit. So that's why they got mad.
Gotcha.
Ah.
So it would be like, alright, we're all going to do a movie, and I'm going to make this movie and profit off of it, but I'm going to get a scene from you, and I'm going to get a scene from you, and you're going to do the score, but you don't make anywhere near as much money as I do from this movie.
No. What world?
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Let's call that an episode. We've run long, hour and a half at this point almost.
Dope.
Nice.
Cool.
But special thanks to you, Dante, for joining out with us.
Yeah, man.
Marcus, you want to take away on the normal exit out?
Yeah, see, you got talked about first this time. How's it feel?
It's nice. Feeling
Dante's
included.
like, I feel appreciated
I
now.
appreciate it. I feel like I belong.
Yeah.
As opposed to an afterthought.
Oh yeah,
That only Nick thinks of.
Hey, at least I thought of you.
Exactly. The rest of y'all.
Dante's so spiteful about that.
Look, man.
I'm just like, at first I was just like, I was like, oh, I'm like, they didn't say my name. And then,
Oh,
then
no.
he goes, oh, and Dante. And I went, hold on, wait. He said my name. Not only after all of our friends who are there every weekend, the random, like, he got all of their names right, all these random girls that showed up. And then, oh, yeah, he was there, too.
Snapchat me at Dante. Still, can anybody else feel the sodium in the air? Because it's kind of salty in here. Do you feel the sodium tonight? Is where we are. Alright, if you guys...
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, if you guys would like to find me, hit me on the good old Twitter, QUEZMAV, it's the same for the Instagram. I kind of got the swing of it a little bit now.
There you go.
Yeah. I got a little bit, and then Snapchat is an SIRMAV.
You can find me. Well, I'm a college graduate now, so I don't
This is how
think
pretentious the
I'm
way you
just
said
like too
it.
cool for social media.
Fuck you and your chinos. And your fucking Birkenstocks and all that hipster shit. Pretentious dick face. Just give them what they want. What happened to be a corporate sellout?
Bloody enough.
Motherfucker, you got student loans. Now's the time to sell out.
Exactly. You are a poor
Sell out early.
I'm a
Sell out
statistic.
early.
I'm another statistic. I'm an unemployed college graduate. Woo. Alright, you can find me at HUKE_LOOVER on Instagram and Twitter. And Hoover. Same thing, no underscore for Snapchat. You'll see me be doing adult things. I'll be at the grocery store and paying bills and balancing my checkbook.
And probably crying at each
yes.
one of these as he's
And
handing money over.
I will not be at the bar anymore ever again. That's a lie.
I was gonna say, like, you were an adult, you just didn't do a lot of adult things.
Yeah.
It's different.
And I'm probably still not going to for a
Technically,
while.
you did pay for groceries. You
Oh
balanced,
yeah, I still.
you balanced your checkbook
Yeah.
because you know, like, hey, I have enough money to buy tequila tonight.
Yeah.
So you did it. This is on a different wave right now.
All right. Then I am Nick. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all under nlens42. That's NLENZ42. You can also hit up the official Trophy Husband's Twitter at the True Trophies. Dante, if you want to, you can pimp yourself, or you don't have to.
I'm not certain why you would want to, but you can follow me on Twitter and Snapchat at the DWAT. That's THEDWATT.
All right, and I think we're going to call that an episode. Look for it on Trophy Tuesdays. Everybody have a good one.
Double Chocolate Productions.
Peace.